Awesome. All right, so we are going to be having a Q&A here for those that want to stick around. It's going to be moderated by my friend Philip. And let's get that started.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. And here we have the director, James Rauer from Australia. Sit down. Look, you get a microphone too. Okay, first of all, congratulations. I loved your film.
Thank you very much.
And I was like blown away when at the ending, and I felt like being caught with a hand in the cookie jar, you know. But I still think it's amazing how you've managed still with this ending to make us feel good in the end, wrapping it up in a way that it's like there's hope with the very last scene that we saw now.
I'm glad to hear that. I wasn't sure if it would play that way, but that's good to hear that it does. Yeah.
So yeah, how did you get the idea for this? How did it come about?
So I made the entire film for $10,000, and I decided to do it after making films, some small sketches and things like that with friends of mine, and we decided after making a sketch one day that if we did this same kind of thing over weekends for a while, we could make an entire feature for free, basically.
Almost for free.
Yeah, and so it started like that. It eventually evolved into something much bigger, and we didn't shoot over weekends. We shot over a 10-day period, and when we were doing that, I wanted to come up with an idea that was both absurd and tragic at the same time. And so I thought if there was a psychologist who thought he was the best in the world, but his clients kept killing themselves, it would be both funny and tragic at the same time. So I'd be able to play with comedy and drama. And then it also comes from my own experiences visiting psychologists as a kid, growing up in the generation when Dr. Phil became really big. Psychology became a big thing, and I found it absurd at that time. And then my girlfriend became a psychologist, and I was able to see things from the other side of the couch. And
so you kind of had to make that move.
Yeah.
There was no other way around it.
I've been surrounded by psychologists, so I had to do something.
Yeah, and again, about this marvelous ending, was that planned? Was that in the original screenplay?
No, so in the way the original screenplay ended was, it turned out Fendel was killing his clients. Paul found out, ran to Fendel's house and forcibly shaved his beard off. But if we developed it much further than that, and the scene where I get called out in the end by Fendel came about in an improvisation when we were workshopping the script. One of the actors decided to call me out for making a film on this subject matter, and we kind of went at it half in character, half as ourselves, and then afterwards I had to put it in the film because it brought a whole new element to it.
Yeah, the film was about something else as well, and that blew me away. I thought that was brilliant, really. Let's have some of you guys ask questions if you feel so inclined. Anyone?
I think there was someone up there.
Yeah, the microphone is getting there. It's all the way in the back.
I really liked the film.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Oh, there's only more. Is that someone else? Oh yeah, right here.
No, that was planned. Yeah, that was one of the more difficult scenes to shoot because of budgetary constraints, obviously. But yeah, no, that was planned.
All right, more questions.
When you were cutting the film in the editing room, I'm just wondering, in order to arrive at the tone that you did, I'm wondering if you had to lose some more higher comedy or more darker drama in order to arrive at that concise tone that you achieved it with the film.
The tone was the most difficult thing to do with this film. The original script was much more absurd and much funnier. And throughout all the rewrites, it just ended up becoming much more dramatic as I tried to make it so that at no point were any of these characters not taking the situation seriously. So we lost a lot of comedy in the development process, and we lost a lot of comedy in the editing as well. Like, there were certain scenes that got cut down, like the scene in the playground with Ryan on the equipment was a one-shot, 7-minute improvised take. And I wanted to, just because I found it hilarious, I wanted to put the whole thing in there unedited. But I ended up not being able to do that because he was an amazing actor to work with, and he would just go from equipment piece to equipment piece, making up exercises you could do on it, even to the point where he fell off one of them and hurt himself pretty badly and just kept improvising through the pain.
All right, one more. Okay, did we mention this is your directorial debut? Yeah, amazing. So, and a lot of film festivals show your film, right? I mean, you're going to go to what, like Palm Beach, I think was?
Yeah, so we've shown at Manchester so far and won a couple of awards there, and after this we head to Palm Beach, Florida, Silver Springs, Florida, Hawaii for the Big Island Film Festival, and then the Canada International Film Festival as well.
Okay, so, yep. So, of course, the important question, do you have any new projects lined up? What's next?
Yeah, I have some new projects lined up. I've got my next feature, I didn't direct it, but I wrote it, is currently in post-production. It's called The Pretend One. It's about a grown imaginary friend who is trying to become real so that he can win the love of the girl that created him. Yeah. And then I'm also writing more twisted, dark comedy projects about mental illness.
Okay, cool. Well, good luck with those projects. We're very looking forward to seeing them. You know, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. James Rauer.
Thank you.